Hey guys, what's up? So let us continue the discussion on class 7 Geography NCERT MCQs, question number 71 to 80. And it is very important that you understand these MCQs in time. And basically, what happens is that 6 months are remaining, and you think that you will revise NCERT later, but that later never comes. Okay. So question number 71. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following seas as one proceeds from east to west? East to west. So first of all, you are going to encounter the Coral Sea for sure. Then you will have the Arabian Sea. Then will be followed by Red Sea. Then it will be followed by Mediterranean Sea, and the westernmost will surely be the Caribbean Sea because it is near to the US Caribbean islands. Okay, so answer here is 2, 5, 4, 1, 3. Okay. So Coral Sea, then Arabian Sea, then Red Sea, then Mediterranean Sea, and finally the Caribbean Sea. So if you watch your atlas properly, you will know that what I am talking about. Question number 72. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following rivers as one proceeds from east to west? So the first is Darling. Darling is in Australia. It will be the easternmost river. Then you have Huanghe. Huanghe is in China. Then Ganga obviously in India, and Danube is in Europe. Okay, that Austria-Hungary belt, that there is the Danube. So answer here is C, 2, 1, 3, 4. Okay, so such questions are asked a lot by UPSC. So the correct sequence of occurrence of the given rivers as one proceeds from east to west is following. Darling is in Australia, Huanghe is in China, Ganga is in India, and Danube is in Europe. Question number 73. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following rivers in Africa as one proceeds from north to south? So first of all, you have the river Nile. River Nile is followed by river Niger. Niger is followed by Congo. Congo is followed by Orange. So answer here is B, that is 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay. So first of all, it is Nile, then Niger, then Congo, and Orange. So the correct sequence of occurrence of the following rivers in Africa as one proceeds from north to south is the following. So just try to remember the sequence as much as you can, but it is more important than you go to the atlas and learn all these rivers and stuff. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following lakes in North American continent as one proceeds from south to north? So south to north is Lake Huron is the southernmost, then you have Superior, then you have Winnipeg, and then you have Great Bear. So answer here is 3, 4, 2, 1. So answer here becomes D. Okay. So the correct sequence of occurrence of the given lakes in North America as one proceeds from south to north is, first of all, Holmes should be, remember, HOMES. Okay, Huron, Ontario, Michigan area, and Superior. So these are like basically the Great Lakes, and they lie on the border of Canada and USA. So Winnipeg and Great Bear is definitely not among the Great Lakes. So answer here is 3, 4, 2, 1. Question number 75. Which of the following is the correct date when World Water Day is celebrated every year? World Water Day is celebrated every year on March of 22nd. Okay, so answer here is March 22nd is World Water Day. Then April 22 is World Earth Day. Then June 5 is the World Environment Day. And September 16 is World Ozone Day. Try to remember these points because these questions can be asked, and even if they are not asked directly, you can use it in your essay writing skills and show off that you remember dates. Okay, these show off skills come really handy in essay writing. Which of the following are the movements, processes that occur in the oceans? Waves is definitely one. Tides is one. Precipitation occurs on land also, ocean also, everywhere on the world. So precipitation technically occurs in the atmosphere, not in the ocean. So that is why it is not correct. And currents, ocean currents, everybody must have heard about this. Okay. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 4. So the movements that occur in oceans can be broadly categorized as waves, tides, and currents. And precipitation is not the phenomenon that occurs in ocean, and basically it occurs in atmosphere. Okay. So I think that point is pretty clear now. Question number 77. Consider the following statements. When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively, it is known as the currents. This is absolutely wrong. This is called as waves. Okay. And ocean waves are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite direction. Ocean currents are streams of water. Basically, you need to know your geography really well. You need to know inside out what the examiner is trying to talk about, and it's very easy to get confused. So second point, people might get confused with that. So answer here becomes, so waves are formed when gentle winds scrape across the ocean surface. Stronger the wind blows, the bigger the wave becomes, and they can become very big when earthquake comes through tsunami. And ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in one definite direction. So that statement is also correct. So answer here is D, neither 1 nor 2. So statements are absolutely correct. Question number 78. Consider the following statements. Tsunamis are rare in the Indian Ocean than the Pacific Ocean. That statement is absolutely correct. The first indication that tsunami is approaching is the rapid withdrawal of water from the coastal region. Yes, this is also correct. So birds and snakes and other reptiles, these organisms can actually sense if the tsunami is coming or not. So you can observe them and you can detect whether the tsunami is coming. Tsunami is a Japanese word that means harbor waves, as the harbor gets destroyed whenever there is tsunami. An earthquake or a volcanic eruption or underwater landslides can shift large amounts of ocean water, and as a result a huge tidal wave called tsunami that may be as high as 15 meters is formed. And tsunami are rare in the Indian Ocean as the seismic activity is less, okay, as compared to the Pacific Ocean. But it does not mean that does not come in Indian Ocean. Obviously everybody knows 2004 में क्या हुआ था. Tsunami that ravaged the south and southeastern coast in December 2004 is the most devastating tsunami in the last several hundred years, and the Indira Point in Andaman and Nicobar Islands got submerged after the tsunami. Question number 79. Consider the following statements. The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water once a day is called a tide. That statement is wrong. That is twice a day. It never is not once a day. The strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface causes the tide. So that is correct. Answer is B2 only. So the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide, and the strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface causes the tides. And it is the high tides when water covers much of the shore by rising to its highest level, and it is low tides when water falls to its lowest level and recedes from the shore. Question number 80. Consider the following statements. Spring tides occur during the full moon and new moon days. So that is correct. Neap tides occurs when the moon is in first and the last quarter. That is also correct. So answer is C, both 1 and 2. So the water of the earth closer to the moon gets pulled under the influence of the moon's gravitational force, and it causes the high tides. And during the full moon and the new moon dates, the sun, moon and earth are in the same line and the tides are highest. They are called as spring tides. And in the first and last quarter, so they are diagonally opposite, so they cancel each other in some way. So they are the lowest tides. They are called as neap tides. So thank you for watching this lesson. Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss the MCQs from 81 to 90, and we are discussing a very important course in the terms of geography class 7th NCERT, and it forms not only your foundation and basics, but direct questions are also asked from this NCERT. Trust me, they are asked. If you don't believe me, then you can just open the NCERT and start reading. You will find a lot of questions from which the answers can come. Question number 81. Consider the following statements. The warm ocean currents originate near the equator and move towards the pole. That is correct, because warmth is directly related to sunlight. Sunlight is maximum at equator. The cold currents carry water from higher latitudes to lower latitudes. Yes, higher latitudes are polar, so they are colder. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So generally the warm currents originate near the equator and they move towards the poles, and the cold currents carry the water from the higher latitudes, that is polar, to the lower latitudes, that is tropical. And Labrador ocean current is cold current and Gulf Stream is a warm current. So these are some of the examples. Question number 82. Which of the following are the usage of tide occurring in the ocean? Navigation, yes, for sure. Fishing also, yes, it helps. Electricity generation, yes, you can use tidal power. Developing the marine plants, that is also correct. So answer here is D, all of the above. All of these are uses of tides. So high tides will help in navigation. They raise the water level close to the shores, and this helps the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily and get docked at the dock. The high tides also help in fishing. Many more fish come to the shore during the high tides, and the rise and fall of the water due to the tides is being used to generate electricity in some places. This is called as a tidal energy. And tides also help in developing the marine life, and tidal pools between intertidal areas are used to grow various seaweeds, etc. So tides are a very useful phenomenon, and if tides stop, the life on the earth can go extinct. Question number 83. Consider the following statements. The ocean current influence the temperature conditions of the area. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Warm currents will bring warm temperature, cold currents will bring cold temperature. The area where the warm and cold currents meet provides the best fishing grounds of the world. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. The sea around Japan, eastern coast of Northern America, all these are examples of the regions where warm and cold currents meet, and there is a lot of fishing opportunities in these areas. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So the ocean current will influence the temperature conditions of the area. Warm currents will bring about warm temperature over the land surface, and the area where the warm and cold currents meet will provide the best fishing grounds of the entire world. It includes seas around Japan, eastern coast of North America. They are all such example. And the areas where a warm and cold current meet also experience foggy weather, and it makes it very difficult for navigation. Question number 84. Which of the following currents are the warm currents? Californian current is a cold current, so first is wrong. Since first is wrong, the only option that can be correct is B, that is 2, 3, 4. All of the above cannot be answer. A cannot be answer, C cannot be answer. North Pacific drift is a warm current, Caribbean current is a warm current, and even Gulf stream is a warm current. So answer here is B, 2, 3, 4. So following are the warm currents: North Pacific drift, Caribbean current, Gulf stream, Brazilian current, and Agulhas current. While for the example, cold currents includes Californian current, Humboldt current, Falkland current, Canary current, and Benguela current. So answer here is B, that is 2, 3, 4. Question number 85. Which of the following currents originate in the northern hemisphere? So answer here is Californian current for sure, Florida current for sure, Gulf stream is there, then Humboldt current is in south, it's also called as Peruvian current. Cape Horn is in the location which is in south, Gulf stream is in north. So answer here is A, that is 1, 2, 5. So California, Florida and Gulf stream are the northern hemisphere. Apart from that, it includes Canaries current, Kuroshio and Owashi currents which are near Japan. And the currents which originate in southern hemisphere, they include Peruvian or the Humboldt current, Brazil current, Falkland current, Benguela current, and Agulhas current. Okay. Question number 86. Which of the following are the factors which affect the character of the vegetation? Height of the land for sure, goes without saying. Temperature, yes. Moisture, yes. Even slope to certain extent, and even thickness of the soil. So all these factors affect the character of the vegetation. So answer here is D, all of the above. So there is a very close relationship between the height of the land and the character of the vegetations. And with the change in the height, the climate will change. That will change the natural vegetation. And the growth of the vegetation will depend on the temperature and moisture. And it also depends on factors like slope, thickness of soil, etc. And the types and thickness of natural vegetation will also vary from place to place because of the variation in these factors. Okay. Question number 87. Consider the following statements. Forests grow where temperature and rainfall are plentiful to support a tree cover. Yes, 100% correct. Grassland grows in the region of moderate rain. Yes, this is also correct. Thorny shrubs and scrubs grow in the dry region. Now this statement is also technically correct. So answer here becomes D, all of the above. So all these are the different types of natural vegetation. So when we talk about natural vegetation, it is generally classified into 3 broad categories. One is forest, which grow where temperature and rainfall are plentiful, and they are there to support a tree cover. Then second is grasslands, which grow in the regions of moderate rain, and thorny shrubs and scrubs grow in the desert-like conditions. Okay. Question number 88. Coniferous forest subpolar region is correct. Tropical hardwood forest, wet and humid region is correct. Thorny bushes desert is correct. So answer is C, 1, 2, 3. So variety of vegetation varies in different parts of the different continents, and the changes in the type of natural vegetation occurs mainly because of the changes of climatic conditions in the different parts of the continents. And some examples here are include coniferous forest are found in subpolar region. Tropical hardwood forest can grow in the humid region. and thorny bushes are the main vegetations of the deserts, for example cactus, etc. Question number 89. Consider the following statements. Tropical forest, rainforests are also called as evergreen forest. Yes, because they do not shed their leaves all at same time, unlike those in the deciduous forest. And in tropical rainforest, trees do not shed their leaves altogether, because trees are always there, and that is why the trees have a greenish appearance, and that is why the forests are called as the evergreen forest. That is, there is no way that a forest will have plant which is completely bald. Usually it does not happen. So tropical evergreen forest are also called as tropical rainforest. It is one and the same thing. These regions are hot, they receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. There is no concept of season. There is constant summer all the time. There is no winter, there is no spring, there is no autumn, and there is no particular dry season. So trees will not shed their leaves altogether, and this is the reason why they are called as evergreen. And last question for the day is, both the deciduous and evergreen forest are found in the tropic zones. So that is correct. And the tropical evergreen forest in Brazil is known as the lungs of the earth. Yes, the Amazon forest. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So tropical evergreen forest occurs in the regions near the equator and close to the tropics. And tropical deciduous are the monsoon forests found in the large part of India, northern Australia and in Central America. And anaconda, one of the largest snake, is found in the tropical rainforest. So thank you for watching this lesson. Hey guys, what's up? So we'll finish the first 100 MCQs using this lesson, and it is very important that you read the explanation and the MCQ and remember them. It's just not important that you solve them. You need to know why you are right, why you are wrong, what is the explanation, what is the correct keywords and phrases which you need to implement, and everything becomes important. So we'll discuss the Geography NCERT class 7th MCQs from 91 to 100. So let's get started. Consider the following statements. In tropical deciduous forests, trees will shed their leaves in the wet season. This is wrong. They will shed in the dry season to conserve the water. This is absolutely wrong. Hardwood trees are common in the tropical forests. Yes, this is absolutely correct. Hardwood trees are found in the tropical forest. So answer here becomes B, that is 2 only. So tropical deciduous forest experience seasonal changes, and they will shed their leaves in the dry season to conserve the water. And hardwood trees are found in tropical forest. They are as follows. For example, tropical evergreen forest like rosewood, mahogany, ebony. So these are in tropical evergreen forest or tropical rainforest as you call them. While tropical deciduous forest will include salt, teak, neem, shisham, etc. Question number 92. Which of the following are the common animals found in the tropical forests? Tigers for sure is there. Then you have elephants. Then you have langurs. Yes, they are found, but reindeer will not be found in tropical forests. It is a very common animal in polar region, subpolar region. So answer here becomes C, that is 1, 2, 3. So common animals which are found in tropical forests, they include tiger, elephants, langurs, lions, monkeys. Reindeers are definitely not found in the tropical forest, but it is a very decently fairly common animal in the subpolar and the polar regions. Question number 93. Consider the following statements. They are found along the eastern margin of the continents. Yes, that is correct. They comprises of both hard and softwood trees. Yes, that is correct. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So the temperate evergreen forests, they are located in the mid-latitudinal coastal region. They are commonly found along the eastern margins of the continents. For example, southeast USA, south China, southeast Brazil. And they comprises of both the hardwood and softwood trees, that includes oak, pine, eucalyptus, etc. So answer here becomes C, that is both 1 and 2. Question number 94. Which of the following are countries? Which of the following countries where temperate deciduous forests are found? So here the answer will include these 1, 2, 3 will be there. Brazil, I don't think you will find temperate deciduous forest. So answer here is A, that is 1, 2, 3. So as we go towards the higher latitudes, there are more temperate deciduous forests. They are found in the northeastern part of US, China, New Zealand, Chile, and also found in the coastal regions of Western Europe. And common trees here will include your oak, ash, beech, etc. And common animals will include deer, foxes, wolves. And birds like pheasants and monal are also found here. And tropical evergreen forests are also found in Brazil. So answer here becomes A, that is 1, 2, 3. Question number 95. Most of the east and northeastern margins of the continents are covered by Mediterranean vegetation. Yes, this statement is wrong because it is west and southwest margins, not east and northeast. The west and southeast west margins of the continents have temperate forest, so that is wrong. East and northeast have temperate forest. West and southwest margins have the Mediterranean vegetation. So answer here is D, neither 1 nor 2. So most of the east and the northeast margins of the continent, they are covered by temperate forests which are evergreen and deciduous, and the west and the southwest margins of the continents, they have Mediterranean vegetation, and it is mostly found in the areas around the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, Africa and Asia. And this kind of vegetation is also found outside the actual Mediterranean region in the California, that is US, Southwest Africa, Southwestern South America, Southwest Australia. So all these are regions where it is found very commonly, and obviously the Mediterranean region goes without saying. Question number 96. Mediterranean region are known as the orchards of the world. Yes, that is correct. Citric fruits are commonly cultivated here, so that is also correct. So answer here becomes C, that is both 1 and 2. Mediterranean regions are known as the orchards of the world for their fruit cultivation, and citric fruits are very commonly cultivated here, and these are as following. For example, oranges, you have figs, then you have olives, then you have grapes. So all these are the different types of citric fruits which are commonly cultivated here. Then Mediterranean trees adapt themselves to dry summers with the help of their barks and wax coated leaves, which help them reduce transpiration. And there is not much wildlife here in this region. So answer here is C, that is both 1 and 2. Question number 97. Consider the following statements. The softwood are useful for making furniture, transport and constructional material. No, you will use hardwood for that, right? And you will use softwood for making paper, newsprints, matchboxes. So they have basically reversed it here. So answer here becomes D, neither 1 nor 2. So the hardwood is useful for making furniture, transport and constructional material, and it is often found in the tropical regions. On the other hand, the softwood are very useful for making paper, newsprint and matchboxes, and packing boxes are also made from the softwood, and it is found in the higher latitudes. So answer here is D, neither 1 nor 2. Question number 98. Which of the following pairs are not correctly matched? So tropical evergreen forest is cedar, that is correct. Coniferous forest is teak, that is also correct. Temperate deciduous forest is pine, so that is also correct. Tropical deciduous forest neem, this is wrong. Neem is tropical deciduous only. So since it is asking for not correctly matched, so the only option that is correctly matched in fact is tropical deciduous forest, that is neem. So answer here is C, 1, 2, 3. They are not correctly matched. The tropical evergreen forest will include rosewood, ebony and mahogany. Tropical deciduous forest will include salt, teak, shisham and neem. And temperate evergreen forest will include oak, pine and eucalyptus. Temperate deciduous forest will include oak, ash and beech. And coniferous forest will include cheer, pine and cedar. Question number 99. In the higher latitudes of the southern hemisphere, the coniferous forests are found. Taiga forests are the coniferous forest. Answer here is B, that is 2 only. So in the higher latitudes of the 50 to 70 degree of the northern hemisphere, the coniferous forests are found, and taiga basically means pure or untouched in the Russian language, and taiga forests are the coniferous forest. They are tall, soft and evergreen trees. And last question for the today is, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? So let us see which of them are correctly matched. Coniferous forest have mink, yes, that is correct. Temperate forest do not have lions, this is wrong. Temperate forest will have deer, foxes, wolves, etc. Monal. And tropical forest will have lions. So answer here is only the first option is correctly matched. Answer here is A, 1 only. So coniferous forest will have mink, silver fox, polar bear. And the temperate forest will have deer, foxes, wolves, pheasants and monal. And finally tropical forest will have tigers, lions, elephants, monkeys, langurs, etc. So thank you for watching this lesson. Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss the question number 101 to 110 in Geography NCERT of class 7th, and I hope you have covered the first 100 MCQs with their detailed explanation and options and whatnot, because otherwise it will become very difficult for you guys. So let's get started, and I hope some of the questions you will see in the exam hall are from this course. Question number 1, which of the following are correctly matched? So tropical grasslands are known by different names in different regions. In Brazil, they are basically called as campos. The tropical grasslands are of three types: savanna, campos, and llanos. So savanna is in East Africa, Brazil is in campos, and Venezuela have llanos. So they have basically reversed. So 1 and 2 are wrong. And Australia have downs, Argentina have pampas. That is correct. Answer here is 3 and 4. So tropical grasslands are: East Africa has savanna, Brazil has campos, and Venezuela has llanos. And Argentina has pampa, South North America prairie pampa, and South Africa wild, Central Asia steppe. You have postage also in Hungary region. Australia has down. Okay. Question number 102, with reference to the tropical grassland, consider the following statements. These grow only on the north side of the Tropic of Cancer. Yes, that is absolutely wrong, because they grow on either side of the equator and extends till the. Why will they not grow on the south here? What is this? This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. That is correct. Elephants and giraffes are very common in these grasslands. Yes, 100% correct. So answer here becomes B, that is 2 and 3. The tropical grasslands, they grow on either side of the equator. They extend till the tropics. And this vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. And they can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height also. And tropical grasslands, I have already told you, there are three types. East Africa has savanna, Brazil has campos, and Venezuela has llanos. Campos, llanos, and savanna. Following are the common animals which you will often see here: and elephants, zebras, giraffes, deers, and leopards. Question number 103, consider the following statements. Temperate grasslands are found in the mid-latitudinal zones. Yes, that is correct. Grass here is very long and nutritious. Grass is very nutritious, but it is not long. It is very short. So answer here is A, one only. The temperate grasslands are found in the mid-latitudinal zones and in the interior parts of the continents. Usually grass here is very short, but it is very, very nutritious. So that is the keyword. Nutritious is the keyword here. Question number 104, which of the following are the common animals which are found in temperate grasslands? You will see a lot of wild buffaloes, and you will see bisons. You will not see deer and leopard. They are more of tropical grassland variety. So answer here is C, that is 1 and 4. So various organisms, they are basically spread out depending on their environment. So we will talk about wild buffaloes, bisons, antelopes. So you will find them, a lot of them, in temperate grasslands. And deer, leopard, etc., they are much more common in the tropical grasslands. Okay. Question number 105, consider the following statements. Tropical deserts are found in the eastern margins of the continent. So this is wrong. You will always find them on the western margins of the continents. So this statement is definitely wrong. The vegetation covers is very scarce here. That is correct. So answer here is B, that is 2 only. Only the second statement is correct. There are, if you see the world map, you will find a lot of deserts on the western margin. Okay, like Thar Desert. You take the example of Thar Desert. Then you see the entire Arabian Peninsula. Then in Egypt you will see, like in the Africa you will see Sahara Desert. So basically on the western margins you will find a lot of such deserts. The vegetation cover is obviously very scarce here because of scanty rain and scorching heat. And thorny bushes like scrubs and shrubs, they are found in the dry desert like regions. Question number 106, consider the following statements. Tundra vegetation is found in the subpolar regions. So tundra vegetation is found in the polar region, not in the subpolar region. Okay. And the growth of the natural vegetation in tundra region is very limited. So that is definitely correct. And animals of this region have thick fur and thick skin. That is definitely correct. So answer here is B, that is 2 only. The tundra vegetation is found basically in the polar region, and the growth of natural vegetation in tundra region is very limited. And you will only find here mosses, lichens, very small shrubs are found here, and it grows during very short summer. And vegetation which is found in the polar areas of Europe, Asia, and North America. So that point is obviously correct. And animals have huge thick fur, thick skin to protect themselves from the cold climatic conditions. And taiga vegetation is found in the subpolar region. So that is obviously correct. Question number 107, which of the following animals are found in the tundra region? So musk oxen are definitely found there. Walruses are also found here. Deer is not here. So that is wrong. And seal is definitely found here. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 4. The following animals you will frequently encounter if you are in the tundra regions. So here it includes seal, walrus, musk oxen, arctic owl, polar bear, snow fox, etc. And deer is basically found in the tropical grassland region. Question number 108. Which of the following are correctly matched? Walrus is basically a polar animal. Cedar is a softwood tree. Olive is basically a citrus fruit. And downs are temperate grassland in Australia. So none of them are correctly matched. Answer here becomes D, that is none of the above. So basically you will have to keep your eyes and ear open so as to know what is going on in your environment, otherwise you will not be able to make these questions correctly. Everybody should know, like apple cedar is very commonly used, so it must be a tree. Walrus, it's a huge animal. Okay, olive is a fruit, and downs is, I have already covered it already, that it is a temperate grasslands in Australia. Question number 109. The early settlements grew near the river valleys because of the following factors. So favorable climate, this statement is wrong. Second is availability of water, that statement is definitely correct. Suitable topography, that statement is wrong. And fertile soil is correct. So answer here is 2 and 4. Okay, so early human beings lived on trees, and in case when they started to grow crops, it became very much necessary that we have a permanent settlement. And the early settlements you will see will grow near the river valleys, as water was available, soil was fertile, and suitable topography was not necessarily true always, and therefore settlements flourished, civilization developed near the river valleys. So answer here is C, that is 2 and 4. Question number 110. Which of the following practices done by the people living in temporary settlements? So they do hunting, yes. Gathering, yes. Transhumance. Transhumance is basically a seasonal movement of people, and people who rear animals move in the search of new pastures because there is a change in the season. So all these activities are done by them. Answer here C, 1, 2, 3. So settlements can be either permanent or temporary, and people who live in deep forest, hot and cold deserts, mountains, they often dwell in the temporary settlements, and they practice hunting, gathering, shifting cultivation, also called as jhoom and other names, and transhumance, which is a seasonal movement of people, because people who rear animals, they will have to move to new pastures according to change in the season. However, more and more settlements are permanent settlements than temporary. Hey guys, what's up? So we continue the discussion on Geography NCERT class 7th, and we deal with the MCQs 121 to 130. Okay, so let's get started, and let's blast it away. And I hope you have further covered the first 120 MCQs till now. Question number 121. Consider the following statements. The river Amazon flows through the equatorial region. Yes, no doubt about it. The Amazon river basin is the largest river basin of the world. That is also correct. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So the tropic region lies very close to the equator, 10 degree north, 10 degree south, and so it is referred as equatorial region as well. And Amazon river basically flows through Brazil, mainly through this region, and it flows from the mountain to the west, and it reaches the Atlantic Ocean to the east. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. It is also called as lungs of the Amazon forest. They are also called as the lungs of the earth. Question number 122. Consider the following statements. The place where a river flows into another body of the water is known as river's mouth. Yes, this is correct. The main river along with its all tributaries that drain an area form a river basin. Yes, both the statements are correct. So river basin is basically like Ganga has a huge basin where it gets its tributaries from, and tributaries, etc. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So tributaries are small rivers that join the main river, and if tributaries are also big, then they have distributaries as well. So the main river along with all its tributaries that drain an area form a river basin. It is also called as the catchment area because it is catching the water from there, and numerous tributaries join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin, and there you have the Amazonian rainforest, and they are great, they are epic. Okay, question number 123. The portion of which of the following countries drained by the basin of the Amazon river? So mainly it is Brazil, but you have Peru, you have Bolivia, you have Colombia, you even have Ecuador, you have Venezuela. So all these are South American countries. So there are 14 countries there. 6 of them I have told you here. Answer is D, all of the above, because it is huge. Amazon river is huge. So basin of the Amazon river drains portion of these following countries. So one is Brazil, then you have Peru, then you have Bolivia, then you have Colombia, then you have Ecuador, and finally you have Venezuela. Venezuela is known for its petroleum products a lot. Question number 124. Consider the following statements. The Amazon basin is characterized by hot and dry climate throughout the year. No, there is no dry climate here. If you are talking about equator, it is always hot and wet because it is equatorial climate, right? There is no dryness here. So this statement is wrong. This basin is extraordinarily rich in flora and fauna. Any equatorial rainforest is always extraordinarily rich in flora and fauna. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. Oh, sorry, B, 2 only. First is wrong. The Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator, and since it is equatorial climate, it has to be characterized by a constant rain. Every day there rain at 4 o'clock, and it is hot and throughout the year, and Amazon forests are called as the rainforests. So it rains almost every day here, and that too much without warning. Like there is no warning as such. Question number 125. Consider the following statements about the Amazon basin. The day temperature is very high with very high humidity. Yes, this is correct. At night, temperature goes down, humidity also becomes low. The humidity will never go down in an equatorial rainforest. Humidity will remain high throughout day. Night does not matter. It can rain at any time. But obviously, temperature has to go down in night. There is like every place in the world, everywhere the temperature goes down at night because there is no sun. So both the days and nights are almost equally hot and humid in the Amazon basin, and the skin feels sticky here all the time. The day temperature is really high with very high humidity, and at night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. Okay. Question number 126. In the Amazon forest, ground remains dark and damp. Yes, this is correct. Only shade tolerant vegetation may grow here. Yes, so answer here is C, both 1 and 2, because you do not get sunlight much here. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So as it rains heavily in the Amazon region, thick forest grows here. So basically the forests are so thick that the dense roof created by leaves and branches does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground, and therefore ground remains dark and damp, and that is why this is the reason why only the shade tolerant vegetations may grow here. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So that is like absolutely correct. Question number 127. Which of the following are the characteristics of the bird toucans? So brilliantly colored plumage. Yes, if you see them, like they are really brilliant. Then they are oversized bills, so that is also correct. Then they make loud sound. Yes, this is also correct. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 3. So birds such as toucans, hummingbirds, birds of paradise, they have the following characteristics. Like they have a brilliantly colored plumage. So that is correct. If you see them, then you will realize. Then there are oversized bills for eating. Yes, that is also correct. They are beaks basically, and they make a very loud sound in the forest. And these birds can be easily spotted in the Amazon forest. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 3. All the statements are absolutely correct. Question number 128. Bromeliads are the special plants that store water in their leaves. Please remember this. This might be asked in adaptation related to environment and ecology, because such adaptations are very rare when the plants are storing water in their leaves. Usually leaves are modified in various forms, like leaves are modified in forms of spines in case of cactus, but very rarely you will see that leaves are storing water also. And these plant grow as plant parasites. Yes, this is absolutely correct. So they are plant parasites, and answer here is C, that is both 1 and 2. So bromeliads are basically special type of plants that store water in their leaves, and animals like frogs use these pockets of water for laying their eggs, and these plants basically grow as plant parasites in the rainforest. So answer here is C, that is both 1 and 2. Question number 129. Which of the following fauna are not found in the Amazon forest? So sloth is definitely there, then tapir is there, then piranha fish is also there, anaconda is also there. Like every animal will be found there. Answer is D, all of the above. You tell the animal, you just name it, it will be there. So Amazon basin is very highly rich in the variety of life found here. So animals like monkey, sloth, ant-eating tapirs are there. Then when you talk about reptiles, it has crocodiles, snakes, python, anaconda, boa constrictor, etc. When you talk about birds, it has toucans, birds of paradise, hummingbird, and it has thousands of species of insects and fishes are there. And the flesh-eating piranha fish is also found in the river itself. Last question for the day. People of the Amazon basin practice slash and burn agriculture. Yes, it is also called as jhum cultivation commonly, but it has like 20 different names in the entire world. And their staple food is manioc. Yes, it is also known as cassava that grows underground like the potato. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So slash and burn is a cultivation of land where farmers clear a piece of land by cutting or slashing down trees and bushes. Then they are burnt, which releases the nutrients in the soil. Crops grow for a few years, and once they use it repeatedly, the soil loses its nutrition, so it is abundant. And their staple food is manioc, which is also called as cassava, that grows under the ground like the potato. So thank you for watching this lesson. Hey guys, what's up? So welcome to my course on Geography NCERT class 7th, and we are dealing with MCQs from MCQ 111 to 120. And let's get started. We have already covered 110 MCQs, so I really hope that you are enjoying this and it is making you read the NCERT in much more enjoyable fashion. Question number 111. Consider the following statements. A compact settlement. Compact means very closely built. So it's an English word. So closely built area of dwellings wherever flat land is available. So yes, this is correct. The scattered settlement is usually found in areas like Missouri, etc., where there are like hugely hilly tracts and thick forest, etc. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So a compact settlement is a closely built area of dwellings wherever flat land is available. And in a scattered settlement, dwellings are spaced over an extensive area, and this type of settlement is found in hilly tracts, thick forests, region of extreme climate. And rural settlements can be a compact or scattered, it depends. Okay. Question number 112. In regions of heavy rainfall, houses have slanting rainfall. They have to, otherwise the water will start to clog up upstairs and it will cause rack havoc. Places where water accumulates in the rainy season, the houses are constructed on the stilts. So this is correct. In area of hot climate, houses are built with thick mud walled and thatched roofs. So yes, this is also correct. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 3. So in rural area, people build houses to suit their environment, and usually they use the local material itself like stones, mud, clay, straw, etc. These are the materials which is used to construct the houses. The towns are basically small, the cities are large urban settlement. So answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 3. Question number 113. Consider which of the following animals are used as the mode of transportation. So mules are definitely used as a mode of transportation. Okay. Then you have llamas, which are already there, and then you have yaks. So that is also there. So answer is D, 1, 2, 3. So following animals are used as the mode of transportation in India. They includes donkey, mules, bullocks, camels. So that is for sure. In Andes mountains, it is llamas, and in Tibet, it is yaks. So answer here becomes D, that is 1, 2, 3. So basically, lot of these animals are used. Camels, like you will see that in Rajasthan especially, we love our camels like anything. Question number 114. Which of the following cities are connected by the Golden Quadrilateral? Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. So obviously the 4 major metros of the country and 4 different regions: north, east, west, south. So answer here is D, all of the above. Ahmedabad is not there. So answer is 1, 3, 4. So following cities are connected by the Golden Quadrilateral: Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and Ahmedabad is not connected by it for sure. Question number 115. The latest development in India is the construction of expressways. So that is correct. Manali Leh highway is one of the highest roadways in the world. So that is also correct. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So the most commonly used means of transport, especially for short distances, are roads, and they can be either like pakka roads, which is metal roads, or unmetal roads, which are kacha roads. Kacha roads are kacha in the literal sense of the word. If there is one rain, they go wash away. And the latest development in India is the construction of expressways, and roads have also been built in terrains like deserts, forests, and even high mountains. And Manali Leh highway is one of the highest roadways in the entire world. So answer here is C, that is both 1 and 2. Question number 116, consider the following statements. The invention of steam engine and the industrial revolution helped in speedy development of rail transport. Yes, this is correct. Indian railway network is the largest in the world. No, it is largest in the Asia, not in the entire world. So answer here is A, that is 1 only. So inventions like such as a steam engine and industrial revolution, they helped in the speedy development of rail transport, and later diesel and electric engine have largely replaced the steam engine. And basically the railway network is very well developed in India over the plain area, because it is going on for last 150 years plus, and Indian railway network is very well developed and it is the largest in the Asia. And advanced technological skills have enabled laying of railway lines in difficult mountain terrain also, but these are like much fewer in numbers, so that is correct. Question number 117, the Trans-Siberian Railways is the longest railway system. Which of the following cities are connected by it? Moscow is definitely connected by it. St. Petersburg is there. Vladivostok is there, but Murmansk is not connected. Okay, so answer here is C, that is 1, 2, 3. So the Trans-Siberian Railways is the longest railway system. It passes across the Russia and it connects St. Petersburg in western Russia. It is very close to Poland, to Vladivostok on the Pacific coast in the east. So that is how vast Russia is. And some important cities of Russia which is connected via the system are following: St. Petersburg, Moscow, Chita, Vladivostok. Vladivostok can get like really cold, but Murmansk is not connected by this system. Question number 118, consider the following statements. Waterways are the cheapest for carrying heavy and bulky goods over long distance. That is correct. Navigable rivers and lakes are used as inland waterways. So that is also correct. So answer here is C, both 1 and 2. So waterways are the cheapest for carrying heavy and bulky goods over long distance, and they are mainly of two types. One is inland waterways and one is sea routes. So navigable rivers and lakes are used as inland waterways, and some of the important waterways includes like Ganga Brahmaputra river system. It is like really good. And then you have the Great Lakes in North America, the lake Huron, Ontario, etc., Michigan area and Superior. Then the river Nile in Africa, you can remember it by the trick Holmes. And then you have river Nile in Africa. And sea routes are mostly used for transporting merchandise and goods, and they are connected with the ports. Question number 119, which of the following are important ports of the world? Bombay, Los Angeles, Durban, Cape Town. Mumbai is in India, Los Angeles in USA, Durban in South Africa, Cape Town is in South Africa. So answer here is D, all of the above. So in Asia we have Singapore and Mumbai. North America you have New York and Los Angeles. South America you have Rio and Brazil. In Africa you have Durban, Cape Town, which are in South Africa. Australia you have Sydney. Europe you have London and Rotterdam. Rotterdam is in Netherlands. And last question for this lesson is, which of the following are the modes of communication? Newspaper is definitely one mode of communication. Then you have radio for sure. Books are also there. Television is also there. So answer is D, all of the above. So all of these are basically different modes of communication. So basically, like we started with the first of all, in this we will have books. Books are there for last, printing books are there for 500 years, 600 years, but the books as such are there for last 2500 years. Then newspaper is also there for last almost 400 years, ever since, like in crude form, but in regular form you'll find it from last 250 years approximately. Then when we talk about radio is there for last almost 130 years. And when we talk about television, so television is also there for last 80 years in common usage. So answer here is D, all of the above. All of these are form of entertainment. So thank you for watching this lesson.